Welcome back, everybody, to more Yu-Gi-Oh! It's your buddy Cooper here, and today we are going to be teaming up with a brand new partner. Last partner was one of the best we've ever had, top of the top, honestly. I don't really have another way to say it. He was just amazing. So this time we're going to try and find yet another partner and see how we do with them. There's lots of people to team up with, all things considered. Jagger, the Gambler, Yasmin, one of the Titans, Dox of the Paradox Brothers, Banner, Kagemaru, and that's about it. I say today we are going to do a little bit more of a popular character. We're going to do Jesse Anderson. Yeah, the Crystal Boys are going into town, I guess. Good old Coops and Jesse. Alright, what's up? I came to get you, Cooper. Are you still sleeping? We'll be partners from this day on. Hurry up and get changed so we can duel. Alright, let me change my deck so we can duel. Jesse is a guy who loves to fill up the spell and trap card zone. So that means I'm going to need a deck that likes that idea. So why don't we take a look at powerful cards that like the spell and trap card. I do own one Hamon. We can throw one Hamon in there. Cards that like the spell and trap card zone taken up. Not much here, not much here. No, not seeing anything with these guys. No, our first deck is not going to be Crystal Beast. We'll do Crystal Beast after this. Let me just see what we can get. Most of these cards just ignore. Have nothing to do with the spell and trap card zone. There might be a monster or two that has something to do with it, though. So if I keep my eyes peeled, I'm sure I'll see one. Gores, not really, no. Gores would be the worst choice for one of these decks. Green Baboon, yeah, it's a good card in general, but no, not what we're looking for. All the millions of monsters with 2,500 attack points, yeah, that's true. You know what? I know of one. It's in the 2K attack points. At least I think I know of one. Let's go back up here. Yeah, Anteater Giant. I only own one. Of course I do. Alright, so those cards will deal with spell and trap card zone. Now we just need a deck that could be any deck in the game to see if it'll work with what we're doing. I would say we use... Let's go with... No, that's banned. Chaos Sorcerer is banned in this game. Never forget that, folks. A lot of people think it isn't banned in this game, but it 100% is. Well, since we're going to be using so many spell and trap cards, maybe I can build a deck that requires only monster cards and doesn't require me to run any spells and traps to help it out. Best way to do that... Oh yeah, I forgot that's Red Eyes. That's one of the Red Eyes arts in this game. Let's see. Best way to do that would be basic tribute monsters. We can go with Mobius. We can go with Prime Material Dragon. We can go with Ryza. And we'll go with... Not Meteo, that's for sure. Let's see. Who here can make up for the fact that my partner is not that strong? Let's go with the Majestic Mech card. Okay, a bunch of 2,400 beaters. Then we go back down. Way down. And then we think of cards that work well together. Let's look into... I would say maybe the water section of our cards. Lord Poison works with plants. Okay. So we'll mix it up with Lord Poison. We're going to have a plant idea, but not a plant deck. Revival Jam works with it. I like that. Just cards that I don't need the spell and trap card zone for. Cards that like, oh, okay, my spell and trap card zone is filled up, then screw it. I could just play this. Nah, Snipe Hunter's too good. Let's play it a little simpler. Let's play just a little bit simpler. We're going to need Mother Grizzly if I'm going to run the water support. Oh, I think I just not passed. Oh, she's right here. Let's get Mother Grizzly because she's going to work well with the water support. Then we're going to run plant monsters. So plant monsters that work with this idea are Mystic Tomato. And then we can run a dark engine with our plant engine. And the dark engine, it needs to be a dark monster that always results in a benefit for us. Something efficient, but not busted. We're not trying to be busted with our first deck. Our first deck is more always a playful deck. Hell, this one has Hamon in it, for crying out loud. Let's see. Not that many crazy dark... I guess, you know what? Oh, Nudoria. That's a basic one that'll work. Yeah, Nudoria works. No need for Prometheus. I was gonna say we should just look for dark monsters in general, but no, this works. Yeah, let's do that, actually. Let's go with just dark monsters. Anything under 14 or 1500 attack. We're not gonna go Snipe Hunter. He's too good. Our first deck does not need to be that good. Ally of Justice. Nah, I don't really want to run Synchros. Cannon Soldier is a handy card. You know what? Throw that in there. Just be a handy guy to have around. And finally... I don't know. Chazz is always good. Are there any plant dark monsters I can work with? That way I get two. I get double the fun. Dark Plant, Regenerating Rose. When this card is destroyed by battle, since the graveyard, so summon 2 tokens. That's not the worst. I mean, it's not good if I draw it, but it's not the worst. Samsara Lotus. That's probably not what I'm looking for. You know what? Throw in a Dark Plant for funsies. Just do it for the fun of it. And then let's run one big level plant monster. Just in case I get to use it. Alright, Fairy King Truesdale buffs plant type monsters in defense mode. It's kind of weak. We could be a little strong. Oh well, that's actually, wow, there really aren't that many plants, are there? I know I've already used Titanial a bunch though. Fine, use Fairy King. And then let's look at our deck. It's a Water Darkness engine, and then we have basic cards, Mobius, Rise of Prime, Hamon for the fun of it, and Fairy King Truesdale and Anteater Giant for the fun of it. Okay, this deck will work. There are a lot of bricky situations, but there's a lot of float in there too. So now that we've done that, we're going to do first get the basic forbidden stuff out of the way. The limited forbidden, limited cards, semi-limited cards out of the way. For a deck like this, TT will always be useful. Swords will always be useful. No, we don't need Royal Decree. Premature Burial will be useful. In any deck, Nobleman, no. MST, yes. Monster Reborn, yes. Mirror Force, yes. Magic Cylinder, yeah, no. I'm gonna hold off on Magic Cylinder. Heavy Storm, yes. Giant Trunade, a must. Future Fusion, no. Foolish Burial, no. Chain Strike, Brain Control. Brain Control, maybe. Yeah, throw that in the deck. Okay, now we're going to run cards that help us get Hamon / Anteater Giant, like our continuous spell cards. So a continuous spell card that works for our current deck. Not much. Not much. There are some things in here we can definitely use, but not really that much. And I'm not trying to run too many because then I mess up my partner's idea. And I'm only going to be able to use it for a few cards. So maybe I'll only throw in like one. It just needs to be decent. And a decent card that I could use that my partner would not completely flop with. Burden of the Mighty. Yeah, simple one, but it works. Go ahead, throw in two. Throw in two, just in case. Alright, now that we've done that, now we can focus on the meat of the deck, which I'm not going to be able to use that many traps, which means I need to focus on spells, because he's going to take up my spell and trap card zone. So I need to pretend like I'm only going to have one zone to use, so they can only be spells I can use once. With our very different level deck, Reasoning always has value, so throw in a Reasoning. Looking at the rest of this, we could try to focus on the engine parts, which would be... Yeah, there's a lot of floating, so Pot of Avarice gains value. Do I want to run like more Spell Trap Destruction or more Monster Deletion? That's tough. I don't really run Nobleman of Extermination very often. You know what? Yeah, give me one of those. And I will take Misfortune, Miracle Fusion, Mind Control. Mind Control has some value. Magical Mallet, no. Lightning Vortex has a lot of value. That'll hit 2. The rest of this is not a necessity. I can run basically whatever I want. We can go Gold Sarcophagus in case I want to get my Hamon or something. I guarantee it. Maybe a basic Fisher. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. All right. Very simple deck here. It's got a basic engine. There's a couple bricks in it, but that's fine. We're just going to call this Mon. Okay. Hahamon. It's the evolved form of Hamon. Alright, let's see. Where are we at now? We're at Rasputin. Sorry, Rasputin. We're gonna miss you. Love your game. Alright, Hahamon. Let's go. Let's see how this deck performs. So, Jesse, we're not going to use a Crystal Beast deck just yet. Once you have 2 hearts, I'll probably switch over to one, but until then, let's go find ourselves some test opponents so I can see how my deck performs. Hey, Sai. Hi. Yeah, step back, Jesse. This one's mine. Me and this kid have a personal history. So obviously, when I'm not teamed up with Jesse, we're not going to focus on Anteater Giant or Hamon. I mean, we might use Anteater Giant, but we're not going to use Hamon. Guaranteed. Not happening. Hamon is not even a card in our deck. I might use it for... because I do have a few cards that have a discard effect. I might use it for that, like Lightning Vortex, but look at what our deck's base is. We know what we want to do. So he has a lot of traps to start. I don't like that, but there's not much I can do about it. First things first, I'm going to summon Mother Grizzly. Since I already have Mystic Tomato, I don't really need to think about anything. He's got the Truck, which could be a problem. All it takes is one equip spell, and I'll never defeat this kid again. I like that. I want to fight Steamroid. Alright, so Steamroid wins the first fight, but I wanted to die. I'm going to assume he has the trap no entry, so even if I do have the means of beating him, he'll kill me, so this just keep going into Mother Grizzly. Because he'll just put me in defense mode, or possibly have a Mirror Force. Alright, looking at the cards we have now, I'll always beat him in battle. Let's, maybe Mobius. Nah, just give me a Heavy Storm. I was gonna say, I'm looking at the Mobius, but let's just go with the Heavy Storm. Let's go ahead and let's summon, I don't know, Mystic Tomato, so I have 2 options. Let's assume I'm either gonna get Mirror Forced or no entry'd right now, but anything's possible. Or his AI brain is not smart enough. Oh, I remember, Syrus, you were never smart enough. But don't worry, he'll probably play like Premature Burial or something. No, he's playing passively. Well, Majestic Mech, he gained value, I'll give you that. And Triple Trap is scary. I could just play patiently if I'm really that scared. You know what? I could... that's interesting. That is very interesting. No, let's do Majestic Mech. I assume you're gonna die either way, so I'm just gonna do no offering. And then let's watch you die together. Ooh, that's a nice card to be saving there, Sai. I was expecting something else, to say the least. Ooh. Syrus, you're just beating me by having bigger defense. Look at you. Alright, the submarine's finally gonna do what it's supposed to do. Yeah, I wish they programmed him to be aggressive with it, but he'll always set it, which is dumb. Unless someone else flips it, he just kind of lets it be. Oh, I drew my Dark Plant. Now I can buff it with my Fairy King Truesdale, and I'll be undefeatable. I know, I'm making a joke. Heavy Storm, what did he have? Whoa, what was that? Oh, okay. Protect his monster. Oh, and then win with Submarine Roid. Yeah, okay, that is a plan. Let me get back my Majestic Mech so I can kill both your cards. Fairy King, even though you could be used to buff Mystic Plant, I'm going to tribute Mystic Plant. And then let's get rid of everything. You destroy the truck man. You destroy the submarine man. You have been here the whole duel. Destroy that card. Ah! He did not have the fusion he needed, so unlucky for Sai. Come on, Sai guy. What can you do? Yes, this entire duel you've been playing defensive. You played Steamroid in attack mode, and that was it. You're a coward, Syrus. I guess I'll go Revival Jam. We'll just punch him as hard as we can. Attack go through. Let's assume it has big defense. Everything has. Yeah, everything's had big defense. Alright, now we're going to go in for 29. And next turn, I'm going for game. So you have one choice, Syrus. You could either somehow pull off a power bond with Steamroid Gyroid, or you can give up. I prefer the latter. Alright, well, I could get some style points if I wanted to use Dark Plant. Let's say this kills this. Yeah, no, we could. I summoned Dark Plant for style points. The mutant flower draws its power from pollutants and the dark forces. Fairy King showed the plant how to do its job. Wow, he had 3 in his hand. Unlucky. Dark Plant attack Syrus. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Sorry that I had to style on the kid. I thought it was funny, and I still think it's funny. Alright, Revival Jam end this duel. Plus, we make more money because I played 5 monsters on the field. So, there we go. Our deck does work even against a super defensive deck because we do run quite a bit of tribute monsters with over 2,000 attack and defense. So, Hero on... Fuck you, Anka. You are not someone I'm trying to duel right now. Celia and Deloge. No, I'm looking for a little more basic tag duel. Bivven and probably... I think that's Yan, if I had to take a guess. Yan is decently powerful. Bivven's just a good guy. Good guy Bivven over here. He's on the good guy list. He's a nice guy. Did not put up with any of Pablo's shit. He was just like, dude, what's wrong with you? It was Yan. Wow. Is that okay that I'm starting to recognize these people from a distance? Or have I been in Duel Academy too long now? It's been over a year. I must have got held back because we've had graduation so many times, and I guess I just keep failing graduation somehow. Damn, that's a good start. That's a good start from Bivven. Luckily, we have our own tortoise to stop you. Alright, let's see what I got. I got options. Anteater, let's see. I could destroy spells and traps, but then it can't attack if I do that. But his traps are terrible. Well, not Beast Soul, but still, it's terrible. So it would be a good idea to destroy them. His field spell's a good idea, though. And then if I use Anteater Giant's effect, not only do I get rid of UFO Turtle, but I banish it. Which is so important. And then I could still normal summon if I wanted to. Let me use Burden of the Mighty. Unless he started Mirror Force, I can't see the downside to just going in. Because I think, yeah, I could change... Yeah, I could just change him back into defense mode. Like he's a submarine roid. At least I think I can. Alright, there we go. So I banished UFO Turtle, which means he didn't get to float. And I got to do a little bit of damage, which makes me feel good. Okay, main phase 2. Activate your effect. The Emerald Tortoise is like, who wants to go in defense mode? It's you, buddy. It's you. And then we're going to end our turn, and we're going to see what Yan can do. He loves Zera cards. That's not bad to leave your partner, Bivven. Yeah, he loves them Zera cards. That's a problem. Okay, the good news is... Ooh, that's why we have Anteater Giant. Hopefully my partner can see that and understand it. Anteater Giant on swords? That's my guy. Hell, yeah, the Cobalt Eagle is probably the worst out of all of them, but hey, we'll take it. Shining Angel. Everyone started with a floater. What the heck? I started with a floater. I guess my partner didn't, but all 3 of us did. Thank God for our freaking Burn of the Mighty. Alright, so your tortoise didn't attack, technically. Does that mean you can't put it in defense mode? I guess you don't mind if it dies. Another turtle! Of course, Bivven is the turtle guy. I should not be surprised. Alright, let's see what we can do. Reason with the opponent. I will reason with you. Oh, level 8. I don't run those. Alright, Majestic Mech is here. Not yet. I might like where we're going with this. I summon... Do I want to offer? Yeah, we don't need to offer. We're just going to go in there. Anti-Air Giant, I think I want you for attacks. So first things first. Mother Grizzly, get rid of the problem. Next, Cobalt Eagle, get rid of the problem. Hopefully he doesn't run any light monsters. He doesn't. And now we have these two Majestic Mechs attack for game. Yeah, gotta love reasoning. And we do run a varied deck. We have a level 1, level 4, level 3, level 6, and level 5 monsters, I believe. Hey, Jesse, we might be able to cook. Now, granted, we did choose weaker opponents on purpose, but maybe the recipe works. Maybe we can make some magic here. Let me pet the kitty. Ah, Pharaoh loves us. That's great. Ooh, Chazzy boy with Damon. All right, we'll try it out. As long as Chazz isn't using his Ojama deck, I'm fine with it. It's the only deck I don't like. It's just stall. Alright, well, looks like I will not be going first. Damon's not just good at drawing, he's good at freaking rock, paper, scissors. That's not good. Haha, Mon. This might be a time where I try to actually pull you off, not like you're a necessity. Ooh, I started Heavy Storm. That makes me feel way more confident. Ooh, Crystal Abundance. That's a great card. Sure, go for 600 direct damage. Well, we kind of want your card to die now that you have Crystal Abundance. I don't know why you said Crystal Blessing, but sure. Okay, he's using the light deck. Ah, bless me. Alright, they have a lot of back row. Like I said, I don't know why he said Crystal Abundance. Let me just play it safe. I can't beat his V-Tiger Jet. Now I can. And then, out of all of these, I'm going to start Mystic Tomato. Mystic Tomato, go find out what Damon said. It's probably just one of those draw cards like Dekoichi. You are not draw power. What? Oh, I guess you are draw power, but still. Don't you need Sanctuary in the Sky just to work? Oh, no, you're if you have no cards in your hand. Okay, never mind. Never mind, I'm sorry, Wisdom. Ooh, that's a good card. I kind of want my plant to die, though. Rapid Fire Magician's just a helpful guy, to say the least. Alright, Mystic Tomato, go into Dark Plant. No, I'm joking. Go into Mystic Tomato. We're gonna enjoy the stall. Yep, I knew your Mammoth would get us out of... Oh, you drew Pegasus. What a top deck. What a goddamn top deck. Alright, that's pretty good. And now we can get rid of Wisdom, too, so one less thing to worry about. Don't worry about that. Oh, you don't run Dark monsters. Out of all the attributes you run, Dark isn't one of them. My Mother Grizzly works with you, but not you. Alright, let's see. Huh. I actually just can't beat it. But I do have a combo. As long as this trap doesn't activate, I have a combo. Watch this. I attack you. Okay, his trap didn't activate. I attack you. Oh. Now that I've attacked you, I get my Lord Poison. And with my Lord Poison, I attack you. And with my Lord Poison's effect, I get back my Mystic Tomato. And the loop is complete. I've done it. Now, of course, my partner, once again, will not get any use out of this Mystic Tomato. He cannot float with it, but I can. And I'll get him something nice. Oh, yeah. No, I don't think he's going to activate a spell. If he had one, he would have done it by now. Alright, Mystic Tomato, let's see what we can cook. What are we going to get? Another Mystic Tomato. It's just the strongest attacker I got for him. Alright, what do you got? Mammoths of Amber. That could help. Okay, I'm pretty sure we have this duel in the bag. VW Tiger Jet stuff don't matter unless he has rollout. And he has to specifically summon an X-Head Cannon or a Y Dragon Head for it to matter. Well, now that makes things a little interesting. Ah, Y Dragon Head. Still no rollout. Oh, there it is. On end phase, though, so you're not going to fuse. You're just going to make sure you have enough defense to make it so we can't win. At least you thought you did, but I run Cannon Soldier. It's like, what do you mean? Cannon Soldier and Monster Reborn. Did you know they have a very special combo? Also, I'm going to summon V-Tiger Jet just to embarrass you. I summoned the V-Tiger Jet. Cannon Soldier, this is going to be a little bit slow, but as long as we do this the correct way, it's an exact damage victory. V-Tiger Jet will be first. Then, Cannon Soldier, fire again. The power of cards that don't say once per turn is ridiculous. Like, if a card doesn't say once per turn, you can consider it a pretty busted card. Very few won't be. Jesus Christ. I had 5 monsters on the field, and I got to take advantage of every single one of them. This was a good duel. We had a good duel today. We had good duels today. Jesse, I think we can cook together. Granted, we did fight decently weak opponents, and tomorrow we're going to have to step up our game. But let's go buy a box of cards. Maybe I can get more Hamons or something. Anything, really. And maybe we'll find some cool opponents here, too, for tomorrow's episode. Hi there, Dorothy. Can I have some cards, please? I'll take anything you got. I'll take them all off your hand. 6 grand. Alright, let's see. I probably made them rich. Scapegoat's useless. Lucky Chance, I guess, yeah, for a luck-based deck. Finally, 3 Arcana Force Emperors, God tier. 2 Scabscar Knights, God tier. 3 Flipping the Tables, probably necessary if I ever really want to try that strat out. Useless, and that's it. Okay, so usable, God tier, necessary for a future partner. Maybe necessary, like literally these 2 go together quite nicely. And Scapegoats, sadly, we already have. I guess I could use 2 if I run a band deck, so I guess it's not useless, but still. That is going to be it. Guys, I want to thank you all for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I just thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you. And I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Jesse, you're looking like a good partner. Much better than Tag Force 2.